Why does nobody talk about age gap movies that actually work? I'm breaking down 5 love stories Hollywood almost buried. The obsessive ones, the toxic ones, the ones that got it right. Welcome to Movie Mosaic, your home for every genre, every recap you need. Smash like, hit subscribe, share this now. We are just getting started. Number 5. No Limit. Here's how you ruin a world record and a relationship in one summer. Roxana walks away from her entire life in Paris for one reason, freediving, and she meets Pascal, a world champion twice her age who becomes a teacher, then her lover, then her obsession. He doesn't just train her body, he rewires her mind, pushing her past every limit until she's chasing his approval more than her own dreams. She breaks records. She breaks herself. Her family sees the warning signs. Her friends see them too. Roxana doesn't. She dives 172 meters into open water to prove she's worthy of a man who may never actually let her surface, emotionally or otherwise. And just when you think their toxic love story is about to implode completely, something happens underwater that changes everything. I'm not spoiling it here. Stream No Limit on Netflix right now and see exactly how far obsession can pull you down before you realize you're already drowning. Number 4. Happiness for Beginners. I waited for a love story that wouldn't complicate everything, and then Helen signed up for a wilderness survival course to prove she could rebuild her life after divorce, and it never came, because waiting for her on that trail is Jake, her little brother's best friend, 10 years younger, and someone she has known since he was basically a kid. What starts as annoyance turns into something neither of them planned for. They are stuck together, exhausted, vulnerable, miles from civilization, and the closer they get, the more Helen realizes the age gap isn't the problem, her own fear of starting over is. But Jake wants more than a summer fling, and Helen isn't sure she's ready to let anyone in again, especially someone from her past. The trail forces them into moments they can't run from. One decision on that mountain changes their entire relationship. I won't tell you what happens next. Watch Happiness for Beginners on Netflix and find out if she chooses safety or something real. Number 3. Rebecca. Here's how you ruin a fresh start. Marry a man you barely know and move into a house still haunted by his dead wife. A young woman, never even given a name of her own, falls fast for the wealthy widower Maxim de Winter, and within weeks she's his bride, swept from a simple life into his massive estate, Manderley. But Manderley isn't hers. It still belongs to Rebecca, his first wife, whose memory is everywhere, her initials on the linens, her room preserved untouched, and a housekeeper who worships her like a ghost that refuses to leave. Every room feels like a test she's failing. Every glance from the staff reminds her she's the replacement. And the deeper she digs into who Rebecca really was, the more she realizes the truth about her death is nothing like what she was told. Someone in that house knows exactly what happened. And they are not talking. I'm leaving it there. Watch Rebecca on Netflix and uncover what really happened to the first Mrs. de Winter. Number 2. Lady J. Why is nobody talking about the coldest revenge plan in period drama history? A wealthy widow, Madame de la Pommeraye, falls hard for the charming Marquis d'Assas, gives him everything, her trust, her reputation, her heart, and he grows bored and moves on like she was never anything special. Most women in her position would cry and disappear into their grief. She doesn't. She starts planning. Quietly, patiently, she finds the perfect instrument for her revenge, a beautiful younger woman with a complicated past, and begins pulling strings the Marquis never sees coming. Every move looks innocent on the surface, dinner invitations, casual introductions, harmless conversations, but underneath it, she's building a trap so elegant he won't realize he's in it until it's already sprung. The Marquis falls for exactly who she wants him to fall for. And that's when her real plan begins. I'm not giving you the ending. Watch Lady J on Netflix and see exactly how far a woman scorned will go to make sure he never forgets her name. Number 1. Pretty Woman, the movie that started it all. Here's how one wrong turn on Hollywood Boulevard changes 2 lives forever. Edward, a ruthless businessman who buys companies just to tear them apart, gets lost driving through Los Angeles and asks a stranger for directions. That stranger is Vivian, and within minutes is offering her money to spend the week with him as his date for a string of high-stakes business events. It's a transaction. Strictly business. Except it doesn't stay that way. The more time Edward spends with Vivian, the more he starts questioning every decision he's ever made about people, about love, about what actually matters. And the more time Vivian spends in his world, the more she realizes she wants a life bigger than the one she's been surviving in. But Edward has one deal left to close, the biggest one of his career, and it could cost him everything he's just started to feel. Does he choose the empire or the girl? I'm not telling you here. Watch Pretty Woman on Netflix and see how it all comes together. 5 movies, 5 age gaps, 5 completely different endings, and if you made it this far, you already know which one you're adding to your watch list tonight. Drop your pick in the comments, like this video so more people find it, subscribe to Movie Mosaic so you never miss a recap, and share this with a friend who always asks you what to watch next. See you in the next one.